I cut my hair. Not myself. I had it cut. And it's alright, but it's so short. I mean, I think it's alright, but I was hoping to like lessen my forehead appearance. I don't think that's happening. But anyway, so this is my new hair. It's alright. Hello there, it's me by the light of my computer screen. It's been, when did I get my hair cut? About a week ago. I'm measuring time by when I got my hair cut. I was able to write 1,300 words. I wrote most of it during like a 15-minute sprint. And then the rest I kind of wrote after work. My brain is not braining tonight. Oh, there's just stuff going on. More stuff. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I will maybe discuss it in more detail later. But so right now I'm jiggling can you tell that I'm jiggling my foot? Stress. I am going to edit those 1,300 words. And then if I have any time left before 10 o'clock, I will do that. One thing I have been doing that's rather relaxing is I found it's a channel on Spotify. It's called Piano Praises, and it's basically praise music, just a piano, only a piano. It's really simple and calming, and I kind of have been liking to listen to that while I'm working at night. So I think I'm gonna turn that on after I get some B-roll, and then I will maybe tell you at the end here how I did. Good morning, it's Tuesday. Crazy eyes. I didn't check in after last night's session, I just forgot. This morning I've got like 20 minutes until work. I am going to do a 15-minute sprint here and see if I can get 300, 400, 500 words. 15 minutes, 500 and, nope, scratch that. 467 words in 15 minutes, and it's going well. I didn't even really have a plan for this chapter. I just know she's coming home from the date, and I'm doing sort of like a parallel between her conversation earlier in the story, and then it's parallel with this one, but you'd have to read it to understand, but I don't want to give away too much. Now I am going to work. I did weigh myself this morning, and I finally lost a pound. Woohoo! I'm thumbs upping a lot today. Why am I doing that? Yeah, I would like to lose faster, and I actually, my diet has improved quite a bit, so I think weight loss is going to start to come faster, but I'm just happy to say I lost 1 pound, so yay! Crazy eyes. I just checked the temperature, and it's 37, which is like shorts weather, so I'm going to go out and take a walk. Not really. It's not really that warm. I mean, it is that warm, but I'm not going to wear shorts. I'm actually going to wear a coat. It's actually not warm at all. It's like really cold. So I don't know how long this walk is going to be. But I thought, my nice hood, I'm all warm. My new coat. It's the end of the day, and I'm gonna fix this. It looks a little smudgy. That's end of my work day, and so now I'm gonna do a quick 15-minute sprint before I go in the house and just write whatever comes to mind Generally, I have to like just gloss over what I wrote already to get kind of into the scene, and then just set the timer for 15 minutes and just write whatever. Hope it comes out good. And then before bed, around like 8:30 or 9, I will go through and edit it. So that's the plan. That was pretty easy. It's dialogue, and these two, they're best friends and they're pretty funny together. And so it was a lot of funny banter, which is really quick to write. And so I think that puts me somewhere, I think I need about 100 more words. And I've already pretty much, as I was reading through what I did earlier this morning before work, I edited it. I think this is pretty solid, so I may, rather than have an editing session tonight, I may have a writing session, because I need to do a scene break here. The conversation is over, and then I need to do something a little tricky. Well, I think she's going to have a text conversation with the male main character. I think we're going to do it that way, and then that's going to segue into the last chapter, which is going to be a big reveal. So I think it's all coming together. It's going to work, and I'm excited. Happy Wednesday. I'm getting ready to go into work here. I plan, as usual, to write during my lunch hour, and we'll see how many words that gets. Hopefully I try to get 1,000. Well, so look, the sun. That looks cool. Wish me luck. What is up with this lighting? Oh my gosh. The sun is setting. It's the end of the day, and that was kind of a quick day, although I was anxious going in for reasons, but it turned out okay. I got around 875 words at lunch while having a text conversation with someone. So that was pretty good, I think. I multitasked. The words, I think, are good, but I'm gonna read over them and we'll see. I may have gotten a little too quirky with them, but I don't know. Tonight, I think I will try to write maybe like 300 or 400 more words, then go to bed and come back and do it all again tomorrow. Apologies for the low light. Here, let me turn down my radio because I don't want any copyright strikes. Here's a little wet and it's freezing. My window is frosted, so I thought I'd go ahead and get on here, because yesterday I meant to get on after I did a little bit more writing in the evening. Did I? I don't think I did get on here, did I? I topped my words out at around 1,000, and that takes my total for the week to about 3,500, which is halfway to my goal of 7,000. And today I'm gonna have to work tonight, I think, because I have a commitment at lunch. And what am I trying to say here? Yeah, I probably will write tonight before bed. My family's leaving. My daughter's going to the bus stop. Today I have my main character and my two main characters, my love interests, are going to have a conversation on the phone. So that's going to comprise probably the rest of this chapter. And then I realized the story's almost done after that. However, I need to bring them back together in person. And so it's not really, I don't think I'm going to call it an epilogue, but it's definitely the last chapter. I'm not going to have an epilogue on this one. And what am I trying to say? My brain, me and talking. I wish I could dictate. This is why I can't dictate. I might try to dictate. I don't know. We'll see. Right, so I got to bring them back together, and they got to have a final kissy kiss face. And we got to do that because that's just necessary. And really loving this story, actually. I really like how it turned out. This character is funny. Like, being in her head is funny. And these are the kind of characters I like to write. It's hard to write introverted characters, at least mentally introverted, which, come to think of it, a lot of us introverts are not quiet in our brains. We may be quiet on the outside, but not in our brains. Let me segue to, I lost 2 pounds. So that brings my total to 3 pounds lost, and without too much information being given, when I get nervous and upset, things move faster. So I think that accounts for some of my loss. But yeah, work has been pretty much, I don't want to say horrible because it could be way, way worse, but it's been not great, and I may talk to you a little bit about it tomorrow. But so if I write tonight, well, when I do, I'm probably going to take you along a little bit. Welcome to this gray Friday morning. It's yucky out. It's all right. It's January. We expect some yuck. I don't have any makeup on or anything. Basically, this is my bed head. And I am extremely tired today. Did I already say it's Friday? I didn't check in and let you know that yesterday I got 1,200 words. So yay! I did all that at lunch. So I'm consistently writing a little over 1,000 words in an hour. And it came out not needing many edits, which is good. And that means I have another chapter to go. And honestly, I like this story so much. I'm kind of like reneging on my idea of giving it away for free because it's so exhausting. Like, I'm just being real, to work on these stories, and I love giving stuff away for free, but it's work. It hurts a little bit too sometimes to give things away for free. So I'm kind of hem-hawing. My husband/graphic designer is working on a cover, and he's spending quite a lot of time on it because we like our things to be right. We like to produce a good product, which essentially at the end of the day is what these books are. I will say also, just probably briefly, this is the only thing I'm going to say about this, that some of the stresses of work that I've had are due to the fact that I may not be in this office very much anymore. I may have to go back to the workplace full time, which is fine. But there's a lot of things about that are up in the air that are very stressful. So that's kind of where I've been this week, and I can't really say much else about that. But hopefully it will all resolve and be okay. I'm sure it will be. And, whatever. It's just kind of a little upheaval, and just have to get used to new things. But the funny thing is, when I realize, even though I'm introverted, being around people does kind of energize me, especially when I'm working side by side with people and solving problems. That's kind of like almost where my happy place is. And writing, you don't do that at all. It's you're by yourself. Me being energized is good, because then when it's time for me to sit down and write, then I've got the energy and the mental bandwidth to do it. So anyway, this is all going to be a learning process. That's really all I'm going to say now. Hopefully I will be back later today. I really potentially could get this story done in the next 3 days. I wanted to get it done by the end of January, but today's the last day of January, and I don't see me finishing the final chapter today. I just don't really have the time on a Friday to do that, but maybe tomorrow and Sunday I could. And just because I know you don't care, but there's a NASCAR race on Sunday, I think. The first NASCAR race. And then there's not a NASCAR race because there's the Super Bowl, I believe. And then it's the Daytona 500. And so there goes some of my weekends, because we watch races on Saturdays and Sundays. But it's just a really nice way to veg out. And my husband and I, it's something we enjoy together. So I'm kind of excited. And I'll just work around it as far as my writing goes. And I will be more careful about not putting so much on my plate on the weekends and not overworking myself. So that's all for now. And I probably will check back in at least one more time to tell you how things are going. Hello there again. It's Saturday, and yesterday I didn't get much writing done. I did some marketing yesterday, so I did do some things. I sent out my newsletter. Today, I'm going to the grocery here real quick, and then when I get home, I have mapped out what I want to happen in the final chapter of my story, and I am planning to hopefully write all of it. Final chapters are hard, but I think I know how everything needs to wrap up, and I know the tone. And it's always a good sign when I'm kind of like sketching out what's going to happen in the chapter that I start smiling. Like I think, oh, he's going to say this and she's going to say this, and then they're going to kiss and it's going to be so sweet. And I start smiling and laughing. So that's good. That means I think I'm ready to write the scene. And so this is going to be the last day that I vlog, and then I'm going to load this up to YouTube for Monday. But I probably will check back with you here after I'm hopefully done writing the story. Fingers crossed. I'm sitting here at the kitchen table. Just got back from the grocery. I am gonna go somewhere where it's more private. I'm back, obviously. I didn't want to start without, I didn't want to talk with an audience. And my husband, today he said that you have mom hair. He said, yep, you have mom hair. I was like, what is even mom hair? I don't know what that is. He said, yeah, you got gray hair. Just looks like mom hair. I was like, well, yeah, because I'm a mom. I went to the grocery store, and now I'm back. Feeling tired, even though I slept probably from like 10 o'clock at night to 9 o'clock in the morning. But why am I still tired? I don't know. I think partly it's because I need to finish the story. And here's the thing, sometimes right before I write, I am afraid. You would think after doing this for so long, it wouldn't happen, but I get this little bit of fear in me, and I think the fear sometimes causes me to procrastinate. And I would love to procrastinate right now and do something else, but I'm going to sit at my little table downstairs, and I'm going to write for 15 minutes, and whatever comes out in those 15 minutes, I'm not going to judge myself. It could be terrible writing, but it's okay. I'm allowed to write terribly. I'm allowed to finish my story and not like how I finished it and then fix it later. It's okay. So I've been writing for a long time, and just so you know, sometimes like the fear that holds you back, it never goes away. But I am telling myself, if I finish my story this weekend, I'm going to be so happy. It's going to give me a burst of energy, and I'm going to love it when I finally finish it, and everything's going to be fine.